It's a new year. 1 month down and 11 more to go. It's a new year. That's right. And I've been a bit slow to start those resolutions. I don't even know why I make them anymore. There's a fly in here. Alrighty then, let's move on to another subject. So, as we head into this new year, I thought I would bring a few things to your attention that may affect you in 2024. First, Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac have increased their loan limits. I know how excited you are about that. As home prices continue to rise, so do the conforming loan limits. Those loan limits are rising over 40K from $726,000 to $766,000. There is a fly in here. It's January. I have windows and doors open because it's cooler here in Florida. And Truman can go in and out. So, flies can go in and out too. All right. Another thing that's happening in 2024, FHA has loosened some of their lending terms. They now have a new duplex loan where you can use future rental income to qualify. You have to live on one side of the duplex and rent the other side. Now, FHA has only been an owner-occupied product, so that's why they want you to live on the other side, but it never applied to rentals before. In the past, most conforming loans would require you to have already been a landlord and have collected rent for 2 years, and that rental profit needed to be on your tax returns for 2 years, and then they would allow you to use that income to qualify. And now, apparently that's not the case. What could go wrong? Here's an interesting one for you. If you own 25% of an LLC, partnership, an S corporation, some type of corporation, if you're 25% owner or more, you're going to now have to register with the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network. It's part of the U.S. Treasury Department in response to the Corporate Transparency Act. Yes, our government is increasing surveillance on Americans. They say it will be to curtail drug trafficking. Yeah, sure. You have to the end of the year of 2024 to fill out their paperwork, which requires you, just short of a DNA sample. Driver's license, where you live. They want a bunch of information about anybody that owns anything. Okay, so that's some good news. Moving on. California is increasing their minimum wage in 2024 to $16 an hour. That was effective January 1st. So your, Big Mac's going to cost you $25 now. Also for 2024, the IRS has announced its annual inflation adjustments. Yeah, we have inflation, so there should be some adjustments. So your standard deduction that you will put on your taxes has risen from $13,850 to a whopping $14,600 for individuals. And for married couples filing jointly, your new standard deduction will be $29,200, and that's up from $27,700. So $750 for all that inflation. Don't spend it all in one place. So if you want to travel abroad, now you're going to have to jump through a few more hoops. This was supposed to take effect in January of 2024, but apparently there's some type of bump in the road, and they have pushed it off to 2025, but I will bring it to your attention. You're going to need special permission from 30 different countries in Europe if you want to travel there. Kind of like a hall pass. You're going to have to submit some paperwork and get their approval before you can get in. And of course, there's a fee for that. They're going to charge you for the privilege of visiting there. I find this interesting. You'll certainly need to have a high ESG score. Okay, bringing it back here to the States. Here in Florida, where we have great weather, We like to drive around with windows open, like to drive around in convertibles and golf carts. And I sell real estate in a lot of neighborhoods that are golf cart friendly. Yeah, people like them. And in the past, all you needed was a pulse. Anybody could drive a golf cart. Doesn't matter. There were no rules. Now you gotta have at least a driver's license and be 14. Yes, the law, HB 949, requires at least a learner's permit or a driver's license for anyone under the age of 18 to operate a golf cart on a public road. Yes, and you can get street legal golf carts and drive them on public roads here. So yeah, the golf cart thing here in Florida is pretty big. You know, they've got gas powered ones, they've got electric ones, they've got them jacked up. You know, you can get them with crazy lights, sound systems, you name it, they've got it. And our little Truman, he really does like to drive around with the windows down. He loves to be in the car. And we've been kicking it around, believe it or not. I live in an area where you could drive one. There is a caveat. You can drive a golf cart in Florida as long as the speed limit is 35 miles per hour or less. And right in my area, most of it's 25 and 35 until you get out on a major road. So I can go downtown, I could go to the park. There's lots of places I could drive. And we're thinking about it. We're shopping around. So, you know, if you want to find out how that story ends, make sure to subscribe. I'll let you know what we do. We did take Truman to look. What do you think he thinks? Stay tuned to find out. I gotta go kill a fly.
Mr. Director, I will do anything you want me to do.